Hey, and welcome to the replay. This is DavidSWinston, and I'm in here. Hope you're having a great day. I'm in Cape Town, South Africa, with my dad and the team, and we're doing some mission work, telling people about Jesus. So, it's good though. It's going well. It's almost midnight here, but I thought I'd hit you with a quick scope before I finished packing because we're going to Durban tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Jacqueline? Hey, Carmela, how you doing? Hey, I know, midnight. Hey, what's up, Raquel? How you doing? Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Darren? Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me. Riley, what's up? I'm missing the weather. So how is the weather? Are we getting a lot of snow? What's happening? Did you ever give the last book away? I did give the last book away. And hey, it's horrible. Oh no. I did give the last book away. Who was our winner? Hoopidemics, I think DX is the username. So I did give it away, yes. And so we did have a winner. Hey, what's up? Tony from Cleveland. What's up? How you doing? Yeah, but I'll have other giveaways, so if you missed that one, be sure to check out the other giveaways that I'll do. I guess y'all like the giveaways, huh? I'm glad. I'm encouraged. I want to talk to you today about your identity and about who you are and who God has made you to be. You know, there's a famous saying that says, snow and slushy. Ooh, I'm glad I'm not there. Cape Town is nice, 70 degrees. So, I am an anchor. Thank you. You are born an original. Don't ever forget it. And if I'm saying something that you like, I want you to tap the screen. That's the way you give hearts. That tells your periscoper, hey, this is good. This is vital information. This is helping me. This is encouraging me. So you tap the screen. And also, thank you, Jacqueline, for inviting your followers. Please invite your people out, because I'm going to take the next 5 minutes to like crazy encourage you. You ready? Okay, here we go. The saying says that you were born original, don't die a copy. This couldn't be more true, because here today in our society, we have so many different things that try to compel us to be like other people. And I believe that it is most important to you and to your destiny to be like yourself. I'm here to tell you that no one else can be like you. You can look at your fingerprint. Nobody else has your fingerprint on this earth. You are an original. You are a one and only. That means that God took time to craft you and put a purpose inside of you. Now, nobody has self-assigned their self. What do I mean by that? I mean that God has given us all a specific purpose why we're on this earth. You didn't choose your assignment. You didn't choose your purpose. It was something that was placed and instilled in you before you hit this earth. And when God saw fit for you and your gift and your purpose to be born into the earth, and he saw the earth and how it was and said, at this point, I have to have Jacqueline be born because the earth needs what she is carrying. Then God allowed you to be birthed in this earth, in this natural realm, to be able to expand in this earth, to be able to help mankind with your gift and whatever you have inside of you. And so I believe that it's so easy to be a copy of somebody else. It's so easy. You know, we have so much social media and YouTube, and we see all the things on media. It's so easy to become like somebody else, but you'll never succeed as much in being somebody else as you will in being yourself. And so I'll tell you a little personal story. My oldest son, Jacob, I'm going to tell on him a little bit. My oldest son, Jacob, when he was young, when he was little, he used to want to be like a singer, actor, entertainer, because that's what he saw on TV, you know, and let's be honest, you know, Disney Channel makes it real good to a young person, a kid. It makes it real appealing to, you know, be an actress, be a singer, you know, do that whole thing. And, you know, they make it look real good and real fun. And hey, that's cool. But that's what he wanted to do. But he wanted to do it because that's what he saw. And he saw other people getting success, and he saw what they were doing and how it seemed to make them feel. And so he wanted to do it too. But because he wanted what somebody else had, what happens is when we want something that somebody else has, it makes us devalue our own gift. Have you ever gotten a gift that you didn't really want, that you didn't really like that much? and you were like, hey, I don't really want this, but you don't want to be rude, right? And so you didn't tell him you didn't like the gift, but you just kind of tossed it aside. You got home, you stuck it in the junk drawer, you stuck it in the closet, or you threw it at the bottom of that one drawer at the bottom of your, cabinet, whatever it is. And so you kind of tossed it aside, right? And then have you ever had a scenario where you toss something aside, but later on, weeks and weeks later, you needed it, and you're like, oh, where's that thing that she gave me last year? I'm trying to find it, and you can't find it. Has that ever happened to anybody? That's happened to me before. And I'm trying to find it, and I can't find it. And the reason why I can't find it, and I'm struggling and I'm challenged, is because I tossed it aside carelessly, didn't record where it was, didn't care where it was, because that gift was of no value to me. And I think that's what's got a lot of people confused now, is because they see other people, they want what other people have, they want their gift over here, but because they want their gift so bad, they start to devalue their own gift and they toss it aside. And then when they're finally ready to start pursuing, it's like there's a challenge and there's a hardship trying to find their own gift, find their own purpose. And I get a chance to talk to a lot of people, and it seems like sometimes there's such a struggle to find their own purpose and their own gift. And God isn't hiding it from us. It's not like a secret mystery that you have to have like the secret key to unlock. He wants you to know what his plan is for your life, and he wants you to know exactly what's been put inside of you. He wants you to know that purpose. But what happens is when we don't value the gift, I think it makes it harder for us to understand the gifts that are inside of ourselves. But when we start to value the gift and start to value the things that God has placed inside of us, and stop looking at other people to affirm what is inside of us, and stop looking at other people and looking at what they have, and then looking back at our own selves and saying what we don't have, when we start doing all that kind of stuff, we devalue our own gift. And I believe it makes it hard for us to locate our gift, our purpose, our calling. It makes it hard. It makes it confusing. It makes it, it's like this ambiguous thing now that we're trying to figure out what to do with our life. And that's not how God made us. In Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8, it talks about that we are God's workmanship. It actually means that we are his masterpiece. We're his one and only creation put on this earth to do what no one else can do. Now, we might have something to do that might look similar to somebody else. Like I'm a pastor, I'm a teacher, I'm a preacher, I motivate people, I encourage people. And you might say, hey, there's 1,000 other of those same kind of people right here in Illinois where I live, in Chicago. You might say, there's a lot of other preachers out there. There's a lot of other teachers. There's a lot of other motivators out there. So David, what makes you different? The thing that makes me different is I am DavidSWinston. And just because I do something that someone else might do, they don't have my personality. So they can't deliver on the gift the same way that I can deliver on the gift. Same with you. You might be working something, you might be doing something, you might be starting an organization, you might be working in a field or an industry where you say, well, there's a lot of other people that do exactly what I do, but they are not you. So they can't deliver on the gift the way you can deliver on the gift. They cannot show forth the gift the way you can show forth the gift. I'll give you an example. There's a lot of steakhouses, right, in the U.S. There's a lot of steakhouses in Chicago. There's a lot of steakhouses in major cities. Well, why do you have your favorite steakhouse? Why do you have your favorite restaurant? I'm sure in your favorite restaurant, there's a lot of other restaurants who serve a lot of the same food in your favorite restaurant. But why do you go to your favorite restaurant? The reason why you go to your favorite restaurant is because no one else can fix it like they can fix it. No one else can shake it up, can season it, can prepare it. Nobody else can do it like they can do it. And that's why it's your favorite. Let me tell you, God has stuff inside of you that is going to be somebody's favorite. Whatever it is, whatever you're called to start, whatever you're called to do, whatever you're called to say, communicate, act like, portray, whatever that thing is that you are called to do, you are going to become somebody's favorite, and you are going to influence somebody in a way that nobody on this earth can or will or ever has. That's it. So that's how important you are. If I'm talking to you, tap the screen. Tap, 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 tap the screen. If I'm talking to you, that's how important you are. In the 007 movies, I like the 007 movies. How many of y'all like James Bond? I like James Bond. I'm an action guy. I like the action movies. And so in these 007 movies, you know, oftentimes like they'll have the cool stuff, and thank you, Riley, for tapping. Oftentimes they have the cool stuff like the fingerprint scanners. And let's even take your phone. We got a fingerprint scanner. Frenchie, how you doing? We got a fingerprint scanner on our phones now, right? A lot of us with the technology. And so what happens is, you know, you put your finger on there and it'll unlock. And I'm going to talk about that in just a second. I see that comment. You put your finger on it and it unlocks. It unlocks for you, right? But if your friend puts their finger on it and it's not calibrated for their finger, then it won't unlock for them. Why? Because it's not calibrated for the finger. Because it's not their device. It's not their phone. Same way with your destiny. Your destiny has a lock on it, and that is only unlocked through your true identity. So you can't unlock your true destiny through a false persona or a counterfeit identity. You have to be true to you in order to get to the place that God has prearranged and pre-prepared for you to get to. So that's it. I can't seem to stop thinking about it. So I just had one comment that said something like, my family, like I'm not what my family wants me to be. I believe, did I get it right? I think that's the comment. Like, how can I get my family? Yeah, that's me. Okay, I'm not what my family wants me to be. Let me tell you, our family loves us, but sometimes our family loves us so much that they have a preconceived idea of what they want our life to be like and how they want our life to be scripted and what they want our life to go like. And it doesn't mean that they're doing it out of a bad or malicious heart. It's not usually bad intent. A lot of times it's driven by love because they love us so much that they want the best for us. They want to see us succeed a lot of times. And you know, maybe some issues are different, but a lot of times they want to see us succeed. They want to see us succeed so much that they don't want to see us go through hardship or anything that might look like it could be damaging to us, or anything that could look risky, or anything that could look like it could have some major issues down the line. I've been in different situations where God has told me to do something with my life or go on a path or a journey that I really believe was true for me. And let me tell you, my parents didn't agree with it. And doesn't mean they love me any less. And hey, they're both spiritual people who can hear God just like I hear God and talk with God just like I talk with God. But their love for me was so strong that it didn't want me to go through hardship or go through certain issues that they felt like I might go through making the decision I was making. However, it wasn't out of disrespect that I'm making that decision, but it was out of respect for God and obedience to God and what God was telling me ultimately to do with my life. And that's what I had to do. And that's what maturity is. Maturity is being able to stand up in the face of adversity. And adversity doesn't have to be like haters and strong opposition that's negative. Adversity could be a parent. Adversity could be a sister or a brother. Adversity could be somebody who doesn't see things the way you see them and is trying to advise you in the wrong way. And everybody has their own journey. What I'm here to tell you is, and what I've learned is, don't despise those who love you. Learn that they're usually doing it out of a place of love. But you always have to, you always have to push forward and forge your own path, because ultimately it's not their life, it's your life. And I know it can be difficult. I know it can be challenging. Trust me, I've walked that road. I'm not talking about something in theory. I have walked that path, and it can be challenging, especially in the midst of it. But please know that if you rely on God, I believe He will give you strength and He'll give you grace to be able to do what He's called you to do. Please know that whenever you are obedient to the call that God has on your life and the purpose that He has assigned to you, great things are going to happen, even if it doesn't look great, even if it seems hard. But let me tell you, hey, when a farmer starts at the beginning of the season and he's plowing a new field, that's hard, right? Because you're forging a path, going somewhere that hasn't been gone before. You're tilling ground that hasn't been tilled before. I'll say something that Bishop Jakes, I think Bishop Jakes said. He said, a leader is somebody who faces new problems every day. If you are not facing new problems every day, you are not a leader, you are a repeater. I never forget that. And I always look at my life and say, am I facing new issues every day? Am I facing new things every day? Am I having to answer new questions every day? Facing issues is not a bad thing. Facing issues doesn't mean, you're terrible at what you do. I face new issues all the time. And the way I look at it is with a smile, and I say, you know what? This is cool because we've never been here before. We've never gone this far before. We've never done that before. We've never done it on this big of a scale before. With new things and higher levels, there's higher problems sometimes, and there's different things that you have to work out, and there's going to be different issues that arise. And let me tell you, like when you're in a relationship and you're looking forward towards marriage, just because the wedding is challenging to be able to plan, just because it's challenging finding a place to live, just because it's challenging trying to decide whose furniture to keep, just because there's challenges doesn't mean you abort the process and abandon ship. You accept those new challenges because you realize that you're going somewhere new that you've never gone before. You're going into a territory of relationship that you've never been allowed to go before. You're going and getting ready for marriage and doing something special that you've never been able to have experienced in your life. And so that's a challenge. It's a challenge. But what I'm telling you is don't abandon ship because it's a challenge. Accept the challenge and get some good people around you, some good people on your side to tell you you can do it. You can press forward. And hey, if you don't have good people around you, listen to something good. I have a lot of good, positive, encouraging teachings. Listen to something good. Get something to feed your faith. Get something to keep you with a positive attitude, because it helps. Because when you get brought down in that negative mindset, it convinces you of something that's not true. And this is what it convinces you of. It tries to convince you that you can't do it. And that's not the truth. That's a lie. Don't believe that lie. The truth is you can do it. And God wouldn't put you and place you in a position where you couldn't do it. It says in the Bible that God will never put on you more than you can bear. And so continue to trust in Him. Continue to rely on Him. Sandra, continue to rely on Him. So I really believe that you can't enter into your destiny and fulfill your purpose pretending to be somebody else. And you got to continue to push forward. You'll never find the real you pretending to be somebody else. And so your destiny, your value, your identity is extremely important. This marriage road is not always easy, and curves come up all the time. And hey, that's the truth. It does. But each and every day, each and every week, each and every year, each and every month, you're going through new things. And you're doing it together, and just stay committed to the process. I've found that in life, whenever you stay committed to the process of something in obedience to what God has told you, great things happen. A lot of times people abort the process. I got my wife a diamond ring before we got married, when we got engaged. And it was a real diamond. It wasn't a synthetic diamond. No diss to synthetic diamonds. But it was a real diamond. And I'm glad that real diamond on her ring, on her finger, I'm glad that diamond didn't give up before it was fully formed. I'm glad that pressure didn't stop. I'm glad that heat didn't stop. I'm glad that the bonding of carbons didn't stop. Because if it stopped, then that means that diamond wouldn't have grown to full maturity and been valued enough for me to look at it in the mirror and in the glass and in the case and choose it and say, yeah, I want that one, and put it on my wife's finger. That pressure, that hardship, what you're going through, what you're struggling with, what you're challenged with, the new issues that you're facing, don't let it break you. Let it make you. Don't let it slow you. Let it grow you. Don't let it stop you. Continue to push forward. Because when you push forward, great things happen. Great things happen when you don't abort the process. Keep going. You can do it. I believe in you. All right. So I appreciate you guys logging on. Yes, Tony. What's up, Tony? Don't let it break you. Let it make you. Come on, you got to. I always say, don't let it slow you down. Let it grow you up. Don't abort the process. How's your mission trip going? Great. I got to pack because we're going to Durban in the morning. So I got my Bulls t-shirt on. My mother-in-law bought it for me for my birthday. You got to trust the process, y'all. You got to trust the process. Hey, I know sometimes the process sucks. Like, it's hard. Like, you want to give up, but don't. The process of losing weight, it's not fun. You got to miss out on a lot of good food. You might have to wake up early at 6 o'clock in the morning and hit the gym, but don't stop. Don't stop. Don't quit. Because the people who quit the process, they don't lose that weight. They don't make their goals. They don't make the New Year's resolutions. Am I talking to you, Tiffany? Am I talking to you? I mean, they don't. I used to be a personal trainer, and I'm very passionate about, healthy body. And the people who quit are the people who don't reach their goals. You got to continue to push on. Continue, because you can do it. Be yourself. That's where the greatest victory will lie for you. Just being yourself. Be yourself. This food bondage though. You can be my trainer. I'll give you some good tips. Here's the best personal trainer tip that you'll ever get, okay? Are you ready? Write this down. Stay consistent. Be consistent. Don't quit being consistent. There you go. That's it. People always ask, what's the secret? I say, consistency. Don't do it 1 week, quit the next. Start up again, quit the next. Just stay consistent. Stay consistent each week. I've watched people lose hundreds of pounds with my eyes. And you know what the key was? Consistency. I always respected it too. Consistency. I would see people get in the gym that I was at, and I'll say, man, she's losing weight and that's awesome for her. And I'll say, wow, she's been in here like every week for the last 2 years. My pastor said 2 weeks ago, the devil messes with the process since he can't mess with the promise. Come on now. That sounds like good teaching right there. I'm excited. I'm built up. Hey, tap the screen if this helped you, if this blessed you, if this encouraged you, and please share this with somebody else. Sharing is caring. And sometimes other people need encouragement too. If you haven't followed or are not following, my name is DavidSWinston, and so please follow so you don't miss any of my scopes. I believe in truly encouraging and empowering you to be the best possible person that you can be, and so you won't quit the process, but you will reach your destiny, whatever your purpose looks like, and that's part of my purpose. It's part of the reason I'm here. That's part of the reason why God placed me on this earth, so I could help you. And the reason and the fact that you are on this scope right now is not a coincidence. God knew you needed encouragement. He knew you needed a word. He knew you needed something to continue your process. And that's why I'm here. That's why I do it. Where are you located, sir? I'm located in Cape Town right now. I live in Chicago, though, actually right outside of Chicago in southwest suburbs. So, hey, God bless you too. God bless you too. Hey, thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the hearts. Thank you. Yep, I needed that. All right, Riley, cool. Consistent all the way. Having done all to stand. That's right. Keep standing. Hey, I'm glad you got it, Sandra. I'm glad you got it. Keep pushing. You're awesome. Thank you, Frenchie. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're a kingdom man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So. We'll do it again hopefully soon. I'm a member at Living Word. Awesome. All right, Miss J4401. I'm glad this encouraged you. Share it with somebody else. Give it some hearts, even if you're on the replay. Hey, replay hearts count too. I appreciate all the encouragement, all the love. Your hearts encourage me and let me know that this is important for you and this is encouraging for you. LWCC in the house. All right, Living Word. Represent. Well, thank you so much, guys. I'm going to continue and finish packing, because we have a flight in the morning, because right now here it is 12:20 in the morning. So I'm glad that this blessed you. Hey, that's my wife Nikki. She made it. Oh, I love her. I love you. Y'all need to follow her. Follow my wife Nikki, Niki Winston. She's awesome. She's not scoping yet. She's on Periscope, but she's not scoping yet. We're going to get her, okay? Together, we're going to get her. And she's going to have some awesome stuff to say. She's working on some new projects and working on a book, all this other kind of stuff. And so you'll be hearing from her very, very, very soon. I'm excited. So make sure you follow her. Follow Nikki. She's teaching at Go Hard tonight. That's right. Even my pick is from like 1985. Yeah, my wife is preaching. Nikki is preaching at the youth service tonight. And so make sure to go out and see her. Yeah, and scope it, guys. Tony, thank you. Are you going to be there, Tony? You can scope it. Somebody got to scope it so I can see it. I'll probably be asleep anyway because it'll be like 2 in the morning. But it's going to be good. She's going to be teaching on love. And who knows how much she loves more than me. I know. I'm telling you firsthand. And her love walk is deep. I mean, she goes hard with the love. And she's taught me so much about love. And she said this one line one time. I'm going to hit you with this one-liner. She said, "Why should I just accept people when I can love people?" Boom. I was like, that's it. That's it. Like the world is so bent on acceptance with the different racial stuff we got going on and the LGBT community and all this other stuff. We're so bent on accepting people, but God's love goes deeper than acceptance. And it's so good. So what were you scoping about? I was scoping about being you. Don't die a copy. Be original. You're created and born original. Your destiny is about you being original. Thank you, my wife. She's awesome. Go follow her. Get her. Okay. So I'm logging off. If you missed all the scope, please go back and watch the replay. Watch it, okay? And then share it with somebody else. And then tap on the screen if it's helping you. Love you guys. I'm out. Probably going to call my wife now so I can talk to her, encourage her before she speaks. It's okay, babe. I'll call you. I'll fill you in on it. And you can watch the replay. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm off.